Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my car. My name is Becky. I am so excited that you're here today. If you're wondering, is that the same raggedy hairdo she had just a few days ago? Are those the same loungewear clothes that she had on just a few days ago? Yes, it is. It is the same day. I am trying to get it all done on my one day that I have to do it all in. So I am just slipping out of the house for just a couple minutes. I wanted to try to run to my favorite local thrift store and see if they have anything good. The last time I went, they did not. It was a bust. I think I tried to go too early after Christmas. They did not have a chance maybe to get all the stuff out that had been donated to them, or maybe the people who were doing the donating had not gotten through, going through their things. So I didn't find anything. I'm hoping it is now, what is the date of the day? It's the 9th. So I'm hoping that by now they should have at least one or two goodies that we can go look at. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers this week or last week. I can't remember what week she did this particular video, but it's Missy Waite. And she was saying how she was going to be doing a slow living lifestyle change, and she was not going to rush for anybody. She was going to do things at her pace, and I wish I could so much. I really do. I feel like I have to squeeze all the goodness into one day. And that includes, goodness and the good things and the bad things. I mean, that includes getting housework done, getting errands done, real life things that need to be done on the day, that's better to be done during a weekday and not the weekend. YouTube friends, family, all the things, like my sister's texting me wanting me to do something. It just all has to be done in this day. And I wish Missy, like anything in this world, I could adapt that lifestyle. Because, by the way, if you don't watch Missy, go watch her. I love Missy. She is top 3 favorite YouTubers of mine. I've been watching her for years. I love her channel. So, keep it up, girl. You go. You'd go. You're going to have to leave me behind, though, because I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh goodness, maybe one day when I can quit this job, I can YouTube full time and live the life that I would love to live. But right now we got to do it like this, so unfortunately. All right, let's go to the thrift store and let's see what kind of goodies we can find. It seems our luck has finally turned around. Right out of the boat, I see these beautiful glasses, or I don't know that they're glasses. I think they're probably like little parfait glasses for dessert. But how pretty were they with that gold detail around the roses? I thought that would make the most beautiful Valentine's Day tablescape. And I actually saw a lot of things today that would have made the most beautiful Valentine's Day tablescape, but I already have some Valentine's Day plates and I don't need any more, but I can definitely look and admire from afar, right? I thought this little saucepan was the cutest, and I know a lot of vintage lovers like to decorate their kitchen with fruit, and how cute would that be in a little vintage kitchen? These dishes were pretty and intriguing and kind of caught my eye, but they are just not as pretty to me as my stoneware. I think they might have been ironstone, but I'm not 100% sure. It wasn't really marked on the back, but I did like the design. They kind of reminded me of sunflowers. And then of course, I'm going to find the stoneware in the stacks and stacks of dishes. I don't know how much this little guy was, but I think probably around 50 cents to $1. Now this little owl has been here for quite a while. Because it's marked $8, not many people are going to pick it up, but I did notice that today all green tags were 25% off, so it's possible that I may have rescued him from the habitat today. These wooden pieces just drew me right in today, and surprisingly, they were marked at a pretty reasonable price. It's not very often that I go into this particular thrift store and find things that are priced so well. And then I just realized that that plate was a green tag, so it was 25% off too. How beautiful is that plate? I got sidetracked with the Harley Davidson boot, but the plate was what I was trying to show you. Recently, this store started wrapping all of their stuff in cellophane, like plastic wrap, and it's really hard to show you on footage how pretty some of the things are, but those were a set of wooden candlesticks and they were quite beautiful, but I could not get a good shot of them because of the plastic wrap. Same with these little wall sconces. I just couldn't get a good visual for you. Now, I really wanted to bring home these roses, but they were marked, what was it, $8, I think. I know I could have taken these roses and made the most beautiful display on my front porch for Valentine's Day, and I would have had they not been marked so high, but because they were marked $8, I just decided to leave them. And there is somebody out there that is so excited today because they found this cute little frog cookie jar. It wasn't me because I don't collect frogs, but how cute is this? And it was only $12. I think they must have had some new employees back there that were marking things a little cheaper because things were a lot more reasonable today. These were not reasonable. These are the little Home Interiors elves, and they were, they were 25% off, so I guess that makes up for a little bit of the cost. But this little ceramic piece here was just absolutely gorgeous. It had the most beautiful details. I didn't see any breaks or cracks or anything like that, but somebody found a treasure when they took her home. And then I like to use these little bells at Christmas time just to tuck in my vignette, but I already have a set, so I left those there for the next person. Again, the pricing people were doing a little better today. They had a really good price on this Afghan. It was only marked $4, and I thought it was just absolutely the cutest little 4th of July Afghan. These were the dishes that I thought would make the most beautiful Valentine's Day table setting. It says it was Homer Laughlin. I don't know that there was a full set or not. I didn't even pay it much attention. I was just looking at the design and just thought it was pretty. This was too cool. This whole contraption, which probably takes up quite a bit of room inside your cabinets or countertops, is a bread warmer, a mid-century bread warmer. And while I can see, you'd like to keep your bread warm, I just don't know how you would have the room for this whole thing in your kitchen to have your own bread warmer. I don't know, but it was cool to look at. I guess I just have a teeny tiny kitchen, and that's the things I think about. These were just some beautiful pieces that I wanted to share with you that would be so pretty on a Valentine's Day tablescape. There were only 2 dishes, but last year I did a 2-person tablescape for Valentine's Day and set my table for just David and I, and it turned out to be adorable. Can you hear the choir singing in the background? We finally found something at the thrift store. I don't even care if I buy anything. I just want to find something that I can film and show you, because I haven't even been able to find anything worth pulling my camera out and taking a video of it. I mean, it has been dry as a bone around here. So we got that box right there is full of stuff. That's the first thrift store. This is the Restore, the Habitat for Humanity Restore. This is the store that I complain about that is so expensive all the time. And it was, but it was a little less expensive than normal. So we got that. We're going to go to one more store and then we'll go home and I'll show you my haul. So this hamper is the exact hamper that we had in my home growing up. And when I saw it, nostalgia hit me like a hammer. I just about started to cry because I remembered every single detail when I saw it. Details I had forgotten about. It was just so nice to see it. It was just a nice little memory to have in the middle of the thrift store. Don't you love when that happens? I think that's why a lot of people like the pieces that I pick up, even though it's not their style that they use in their home. They just like the nostalgic feeling that they get when they see the pieces that I show you in the stores. We are back from thrifting, and let me show you my loot. Look here. Look at all that stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. It's the first big thrift haul I have had in so long. I am so excited. I can't wait to show you what all I got. Now, a lot of this is for the wedding, because you know I'm thrifting for the wedding, and you know that that's a necessary evil right now. We've got to be focused on that. But we also got some other fun goodies that we're going to add into the mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to empty my little box out, and I'm going to show you everything I got. I brought everything into my craft room because David just showed up. So I thought we'd come in here and have a little bit more privacy. This is my receipt from the first thrift store. This is my receipt from the second thrift store. The one that I got the most from is a total of $26.15. So we'll go through all of that first. The biggest and probably the most beautiful thing that I got was this beautiful Afghan, and you will probably guess that it will come out for the 4th of July. I'll just kind of put it away until then. But how beautiful is that? It was made by a lady. Let's see, there's a tag here. And it was made by a lady on the Prayer Shawl Ministry team of Central Baptist Church. I don't know where that is, but if you're out there, just please know that this has found a forever home, and I will love it forever. I paid $4 for it. I do like to decorate my porch for all of the holidays. There's a bench out there that my husband made for me, and I like to decorate it with some little pillows. It's covered so it's protected, and I thought maybe this would be cute, just kind of draped along the back of my little bench. If I feel like it's not going to be, you know, kept clean and protected, of course I won't put it out there. But I think it should be fine. It's a covered porch. It should be okay. I put pillows out there and they do okay. The next thing that I got, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but for whatever reason, it spoke to me. And I grabbed this little ladder. Now, I have a little one in my kitchen that I use to put hand towels on, and I really enjoy it. I like to change out the hand towels for all of the seasons. And then I have a larger one that I put actual blankets on. So what can I do with this? I don't know. I will come up with something. But it told me to buy it, and I did. It was only $3. So we're going to find something fun to do with that. And then the other thing that I got, it was sitting right beside there, was this little curio shelf. Now, let me tell you, there's a girl on TikTok. I cannot remember her name right now, but I'm going to put her name right here. And I know a lot of you don't TikTok, and that's fine. I would never tell you to go to TikTok, but she has influenced me so much. She has a pretty good following over there, but she also has a YouTube. It's not a channel so much like mine is. She just brings her TikToks over to YouTube and puts them on a playlist so you can watch them if you like. She has curio what do you call them? Okay, so it's not a curio cabinet, it's an open shelf, but they're called printer's drawers, and they have all these small little compartments, different sizes, but they're all miniature. She has one of those, and she goes thrifting for the tiniest little things, and she puts them in her little tchotchke shelf. I don't know. And then she has different ones of different sizes. She also has a refrigerator magnet collection that I am very influenced by. I really want to make one now. I've been kind of looking for things that I can make a magnet collage, but she doesn't just use magnets. Like when she goes to the thrift store, it's not actual magnets that she's picking up. It's all kinds of things. I mean, it could be tiny little frames, it can be earrings, it could be brooches, It could be little cross stitch patterns, anything. And she puts them together to make this collage on her refrigerator. And it's so beautiful. And she changes it out for all of the seasons. So she has really, I've been kind of enamored with this lately. I'm probably going to make one myself. I'm going to give her all the credit in the world, but I'm probably going to make one. But anyway, she influenced me to buy this. Now, I am planning on, I have a couple shelves. One of them you can see pretty quickly right there. I've got that one, and then I've got another one right behind you. That's where I'm going to put my owl collection. And I thought, I've got some owls up there that are on the small side. How cute would it be to put some of the smaller ones in here and then just set the shelf on the shelf? And it would just make things a little more interesting to look at. It won't just be a flat surface to display my owls. So that's why I got this. And it was $4. So I am excited to use that when I go to decorate those shelves. And then I got some baskets for the wedding. Now you may have seen the video where I showed you all the baskets that I got. I put all of my flowers in it, and this is kind of like the gist of what it looks like. They're all over this room. There are flowers everywhere. So I've been collecting baskets to be able to just kind of spread them all around during the wedding. But I wanted some little ones to do tabletop decor. So I picked up these 3 here, and these were probably $1 to 50 cents. They weren't very much. There was a bug in this one, so I don't know where that bug went. He's probably around here somewhere. It was a little stink bug, and he was in the side of that basket. So I got 3 small baskets, and I also got this. Now I can use this for 2 things. It's meant to be, I'm assuming it's meant to be a planter because it's got that little plastic piece in there. But I thought about turning it upside down and using it as a riser. So let's say we have this basket here that's full of florals. Now let me just use one that I already have halfway fixed. So we've got this one here that's got florals, and then we've got this one that's going to be coming in with florals as well. And it's just going to be a riser for the table to make it just a little more interesting. So it's not just, everything's not just sitting flat on the table. But again, I could use it as a planter, but I will probably use it as a riser. That was $2. So I'm excited for that. And when it's all over, I can reuse that in my house, because I'm always using things to make, like when I'm putting a vignette together, I like things on different varying heights. I did pick up this stoneware plate. You probably guessed. I don't know how much I paid for it. She probably charged me 50 cents to $1 for it, but she's going to fit in nicely with my little collection. I've got probably enough saved at this point that I could do another plate wall in my house if I set my mind to it. So we may be looking at that soon. Who knows? This ribbon was $1. I just thought it was pretty. I like the color. It's the color of sunflowers. You know, I decorate with sunflowers. So I thought maybe I could use it during the summer on my porch to just make a bow, a topper. Who knows what I'll come up with. It's there's quite a bit in there for $1. So I definitely grabbed that. And that's another thing that that girl does that's on TikTok. She collects this is funny. This is going to be all about her. She collects everything, and you know, that's where my heart, I'm a collector at heart. But she goes and she gets vintage ribbon, vintage cards, vintage wrapping paper, and that's what she wraps her gifts in, are all these vintage paper items. The other thing that she does that I am really intrigued with is when she buys something, she puts it away. She doesn't just show you what she bought. She has organizational skills that you would not believe. So she has a spot that has all of her vintage ribbon, a spot for her vintage wrapping paper, a spot for her cards. She has a little container for her safety pins. She is so organized, and I am just intrigued. I'm really enjoying her content. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, go check her out, support her channel, because we're all just trying to make a living here, you know. The other thing that I got was this owl, and you know I collect owls. This is a wooden trinket box. He was marked $8, but the green tags today were 25% off, so I got a little bit of a discount on him. So what was that, $2 off? So I thought I'll grab him before he gets taken away, and he'll go on my owl shelf when I get ready to do that. And then the final thing that I got from this particular thrift store was this little vintage Easter ornament. It was $1. It came in this box. It is broken, but I don't think it'll be hard to fix. I think just a little bit of hot glue right there will fix her right up. It's just a sweet little mom rabbit pushing her baby in a stroller, and I thought that would just be cute stuck on my Easter tiered tray this year. So we're going to put that away and save it for Easter. Now, that's the last thing that I got from the Habitat. Then I went to the thrift store. I used to love going in there. They've just gotten so ridiculously expensive, but it is the one where they benefit those with addiction. And what is it called? I can't even remember the name of it. But anyway, I was in there and everything was just crazy expensive. And you know, I get that they're raising money for a cause. I'm for that 100%. But so this lady, I heard this lady walk up to one of the employees and she says, "Can you tell me if this is right? These glasses really are marked this amount." Now, I didn't see the amount, but she said, "Yeah, I looked them up and that's what they were worth." She said, "We look up all of our stuff online to price it because it's worth money." So what she's doing is she's looking it up. She's doing like a Google image search. If you've ever done a Google image search, it will bring a price for you up, but it's not the right price. It's not what it sells for. It's a very exaggerated estimate of what the item is worth. So she had some blue Libby glasses, drinking glasses. Like I said, I don't know what the cost was, but she looked them up and she says, "See, they're worth $18 a piece." I wanted to go tell that girl so bad. They are not worth $18 a piece, but I was minding my business. I did find a couple of things that I did pick up, and they are for the wedding. So I'm going to show you what they are. Here it is. It's behind me. So, you know, Lily's wedding is the theme of wildflowers. So when I saw this, I thought that would be perfect on the dessert table. So what it is it's a little pedestal plate, and here's what the front looks like. And you can kind of see it with the flowers, and it just matches perfect. It's the same colors, even down to the little orange flowers. It's perfect. It was $6.99, and again, this could be used after the wedding, or I could resell it with maybe when hopefully I'll be able to recoup some of my money and sell like the centerpieces, but we could throw that in there and say, "Hey, this matches if you want that," and maybe get some of our money back. But if we don't, it's fine, because this is something that we could pull out on special occasions when we're cooking a cake or serving dessert for our family. My mother-in-law would love this, so we can always reuse it. No big deal. And then I saw this little wreath. I think it would probably be best suited for, like, maybe if I had a plain one of these and I put it in the middle like that, would be pretty, like a tabletop decor piece, instead of actually hanging it somewhere, because I do have two of these that I've already bought that are going to be hung on the door. But how pretty is that? And this was $5. So those are the two things that I bought at that thrift store. So I think I did pretty well. I got a good little haul today to share with you. And if you want to know where all of these things go, how they're all going to be used, just make sure that you've liked and subscribed to the channel, because it probably won't be all tomorrow or the next day, but all these things will be used at some point in time, and you'll see some uses for it around the house. Just keep checking in with me and tuning in when I post a video, and you'll see these things pop up and say, oh, I remember when she bought that at the thrift store. It's cool to see how she used it. So that's kind of how it works around here. I do like to show you how I use the things I buy, and I usually like to try to put them in the same video, but we're not going to do that today. We've got some other things going on. So anyway, that's all that I have for you for today. Thank you for hanging out with me for a few minutes of your day. It means the whole world to me. Until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.